opportunity that World Global has given them, and they're looking forward to coaching their next group of leaders. So with that, I will welcome Leah.
So thanks so much, Jess. Gosh, it's been such an incredible ride in these last 4 months already. Like, seriously, life-changing. So thank you guys for having me on tonight. I'm going to keep this to try and do it 20 minutes or less here because I know time is so precious. And I know many of you, as you got into this call, maybe you are looking for an opportunity. Maybe some of you are just doing them a favor by jumping on and hearing this out. Or maybe you are like my husband and I, when we weren't actually looking for anything. We have a very full plate with our 3 businesses and kiddos and all that, like most people. But when I saw the 2-minute video, I was sold. When I have a public health background, and I was like, this does what? Then I saw the business opportunity of this, and we were in. And we made room, and it's already really changed our life. So I'm going to get my screen shared here and get us rocking. And we do have an income disclosure that we always say at the beginning. Oop, I got it. All right. I'm also going to mute everybody out. Yeah.
To see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at www.worldgn.com.
All right. So this slide here, I'm going to really cover 5 main points tonight, okay? The first one is we have an incredibly relevant product. So the industry we are in is wearable technology. And this shows here, this is all according to Forbes. So last year, the industry of wearable technology was 123 million devices and valued at $14 billion. They predict that by 2020, we will have gone up to 411 million devices sold to a $34 billion industry. So that means we're going to have $20 billion of growth in this space. And this is going to happen with or without myself and my husband, without Jess, Todd, Lori, Heidi, without any of us. This is just where this industry is going. And we know technology is a huge, huge player in the world today. Okay? It doesn't slow down, it doesn't go backwards, and it really doesn't wait for you and I to understand before it makes leaps and bounds into the future. If you think of companies out there like Airbnb, Tesla, Facebook, I mean, even just Amazon bought Whole Foods for $13 billion a couple weeks ago. Like, technology runs the world. So now we are in this space, and it's the first time network marketing has ever been in the technology space, and has the average people like you and I that are able to get a piece of the technology money. So the second point is we have no competition. We are first to market on literally life-sensing technology. Our device is able to monitor your vitals and everything in real time and give you that real-time feedback. And the industry we're in is network marketing. So network marketing itself is a 100-year-old industry, and that covers MLM, direct sales, whatever your verbiage is, all the companies, Arbonne, Amway, Tupperware, all of that fits under this space. Okay? And it's a booming industry. It's growing faster than the world's economy and the national GDP because people want freedom. Freedom from the daily 9 to 5, or just want to be able to work because they want to, not because they have to. And as a company, World Global Network, we have extremely high accolades. So we are AAA rated in the Direct Sales Association. We are number 77 in the top 100 network marketing companies. Number 5 in momentum because of the incredible growth, and we are truly global. So the world is our playground. There's 196 countries in the world, and we are in 195 of them. So it's been really exciting to be a part of this company. And the third point is of our partnership with Toshiba. So Toshiba manufactures the chips. We have what's called app-like processors, and our company, World Global Network, owns the algorithms. And Toshiba actually came to Fabio and wanted to buy the device because we often get asked, why isn't this coming out the same way any other wearable comes, like through Target or Best Buy or anything like that? And it's because our CEO is firm on the network marketing model. He knows that network marketing is the most fast and efficient way to get any product to market. So when Toshiba came and said, can we buy your Hilo and the algorithms that make it what it is, he said he would not sell. So their lawyers did 3 months of their due diligence, researching the company up and down, looking into their financials and everything, and said game on. And then ultimately this partnership was born then last year. And we are publicly traded. So WRMT is the ticker symbol for any of you are stock traders out there. The stock, it's been really exciting over the last week, has gone from like $12 to $24 a share. And we call that a clue on where this is going. So our CEO is amazing. This company, it's been around for 6 years. It's just the first time we have launched in the US and Canada. But he's a technology genius. He was one of the first people to bring the internet to Italy. He was one of the first people to create a touch screen. And now he has moved into the space of wearable technology because he wants to have an impact on improving quality of life for people. Also, something that's setting us apart within the wearable technology space is we have something called OpenHei. So what that means is we have 200 app developers right now working on customized apps that will take what our the vitals that our device reads and be able to make even more customized things for people. So our device is going to actually improve or increase value over time as all these different apps get developed. So you think of customized fitness programs, there's going to be stuff with fertility, sleep. I mean, the sky is going to be the limit on where this goes. And why that's really relevant to this, speaking about this as far as a business opportunity, if you know the story of Apple and how it really came into the mobile market, it was back in 2007 and Nokia and Motorola dominated the space. Depending on how old you are, you might remember that. That's the cell phones that were out. Well, when Apple entered the space, people were like, well, who is Apple? And it wasn't because of their hardware or because they had a touch screen. It was actually because they had their own app store that really set them apart from the competition. Apple started with 800 apps the first year, and now there's 2.3 million apps on the App Store, and that generates $3 billion in revenue every month for Apple. Okay, so bring that back to our conversation here with Global Network. We are the first wearable technology to have its own app store. So what that means for our customers, it's going to increase in value. What that means for us as distributors, all of those microtransactions, when people download apps, the plugins, that kind of stuff, that is going to come up as residual income, and we're going to get paid out on that volume, which it's absolutely incredible. That alone is bringing so many people to this business right now. And speaking of Apple, you may or may not know the name Antonio De Rosa. I didn't prior to this, but I definitely know him now. You're familiar with what he was involved with. So if anybody has an iPhone, he designed the iPhone 5, 6, 7, and the iWatch. He was Apple's main designer, and he is now with World. So he designed the Hilo LX, our device, and that's why it's very sleek looking. The boxes, the packaging, everything looks very Apple-esque. And actually, you can find Antonio De Rosa on Facebook, and he just yesterday, he had posted his concept designs when he was actually sketching out the Hilo. So it's been so awesome to have him be working alongside him in this company. This lifestyle index here, this is just an example of one of the first apps that's going to be coming out. So in Antonio, he said on one of our conference calls a few weeks ago, he said he really sees our app store doing for the Hilo what the app store did for the iPhone in the wearable market, or excuse me, in the mobile market, and just completely blowing out the competition. So the number 4 point here is we have ridiculously easy systems and a compensation plan. So the systems, we have to share this as a 2-minute video, a 5-minute video, and a 30-minute webinar. Many of you probably saw the 2 or 5-minute video, and here we are on doing a webinar to share the product and the opportunity with you. Literally, you can do this from anywhere in the world because we have a truly home-based business. We were traveling to Jamaica about a month ago, and I was doing these same launch calls from our resort hotel room. We call it network marketing of 2017. There's no more parties, no more home meetings. Like, you can do this anywhere from home. And we didn't create the systems. It was actually the leaders that came before us in this business. That is why this is moving so fast. So the pictures on the bottom here, when I came into this and we were looking at it, it was the product, it was the compensation plan, it was the company. But my husband and I wanted to follow proven leaders. We wanted to be at the front end of something as they build this multi-billion-dollar company. Okay, so these are some of the leaders. We have our president, Tanya Hagley, who's my upline. Then on the bottom, Seville and Rachel Coe, they're the number 6 income earners in the U.S. right now. Ramasio Fulcher, if you look up the top 100 network marketers in all of the world, it's on businessforhome.org, you will find Ramasio Fulcher is number 41. He is making $250,000 per month right now. His upline is Chad and Natita Chong. They are at number 7 in the world, and they're actually the number 1 earning millennials in the entire world. And they are at $750,000 per month. And Nat and Chanita are on the far right here, and they're earning $1.2 million. And I'm not saying these numbers to impress you for the incomes. While they're very impressive, what is crazy about this is that Nat and Chanita have been in this company for the longest at 13 months. So it's the absolute compressed time frames that people are making this money. And it's because of all the things we are talking to up to now. It is moving lightning fast. I honestly have never seen something move so fast. But we are still absolutely ground floor. We are launching this product and launching a continent right now, and there's still only 8,000 business builders between the US and Canada. So absolutely ground floor. So this speaks a little bit to where we've come just in the 10 months since we started. When I started, I knew that they wanted 3% of the market share, because we sometimes get the question like, well, what happens when there's other competitors out there? First of all, competition is good, but we know we are first to market on a lot of this stuff, and we didn't need to dominate. We only wanted 3% of the market share, because at 3%, that makes us a $3 billion company, okay, by 2020. We pay out 52% of the commissions to the field, so you can do the math on that. What small slice of that would you need to completely change your family's financial landscape? I was in Thailand a month and a half ago now for the international convention, and they showed us this slide of where we've come already in just 10 months. So you remember I said we wanted 3% of the market share? Well, you can see where world is at on this chart now. In just 10 months, we've already captured 5% of the market share. And so these are the other companies that are in this space of wearable technology. We've passed Jawbone and Microsoft and Sony, and now it's just Samsung, Garmin, and Fitbit that are still ahead of us in all the companies. But seeing where we've gone in 10 months, and now we've introduced this app store, we have full confidence that we are actually going to be at the top of this before this 3 years up. So the sky is the limit, and the opportunities here is absolutely endless for where this is going. So I want to speak just for a moment to also what's to come. So with the Hilo in fourth quarter, we will also be having blood glucose monitoring. We will have a mosquito shield, and there will be blood alcohol reading. So right now we're filing the patent for the blood glucose monitoring. So we will have the first to market with that. Since we're a debt-free company, the blood alcohol he's actually purchasing the whole company. It's a company that created this technology in Silicon Valley, and we are, like, as we speak, he's going through acquisitions too. So we have exclusive rights to that for the next 20 years since we're purchasing the whole dang company. And coming also besides the Hilo is we're going to have this Infolio phone. So this will be a fourth quarter launch as well. It's a very sleek device, of course, because we have Antonio on staff here, but it's got a dual facing camera. It's got a 4 to 5 day battery life. But what the company is so passionate about is it will be the first radiation-free phone on the market. So it has what's called our BioZen built in, and I'll explain in a moment here what BioZen is. But we know that there's electromagnetic radiation that comes out of our electronic devices. And so this will be the first phone that has very, very minimal of that. So if you have your kiddos playing with your phone, and we know that's not good as often as we're on phone, now with this, you won't have to have any worry about that. So one question we like to ask for you to help really see the vision of where this is going is, okay, so are you familiar with Fitbit? You know, we call this a Fitbit on steroids, and most, it's a $8 billion company. Imagine Fitbit had called you and said, hey, knowing what you know where this is going, and on the front end of it said, you can get involved and earn off of the sale of every device sold. Would you have gotten involved? Right? Most people would say, yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer. Well, that's what we have here. Imagine you have a company that's revolutionizing 3 industries at one time. Healthcare. We know right now healthcare costs are through the roof. Companies are turning to wearable technology as a way to try and help manage employees' healthcare and bring it down so they can monitor their own wellness, have that real-time feedback. And now we have a device that is not like none other out there. Technology. We are doing life sensing technology that has never been done before. And then the home-based business industry. Like I said, we can do all of this right from our home, right from home and from our phones. Okay, so we have a product called the Hilo. It's a Fitbit on steroids, and it's absolutely disrupting 3 industries at one time. So how do you get involved here? Because this all sounds great, but you got to get started somehow. You basically become a team member by picking a pack. We have some options here. I'll just look at those on the screen. If you're seeing yourself as a customer, like you've heard about this device and it's blowing you away, but you're not open to a business opportunity, but you just want the device, the box set is going to be the best option for you. It's $319. You get 1 Hilo. Should you decide you want to make a little money with it, you can. You can earn up to 200,000 weekly max because you get the 1 business center. Okay, if you see the big vision on where this company is going, you're going to want to come in with either a family pack or a premium pack. With that, you get the 3 business centers and can earn up to $600,000 per week, and it also brings the price point down per band. So the premium band or pack comes with 6 Hilos, 6 sets of colored bands, and you get that for $19.99. You ultimately end up saving about $1,200. The family pack comes with 4 Hilos and 1 set of the colored bands. And with that, again, you get the 600,000 weekly max also and the 3 business centers. And we do pay commissions out weekly here. Or there's the BioZen, and I mentioned that a little bit already, but that's actually a sticker chip that you can get and put on the back of your electronic devices. So you can see I have this chip on the back of my phone here. So this now makes my iPhone radiation free. And because we know how plugged in we are, people have now more than ever are using their phones for everything. So we have the phone next to us more than it ever has been. And we have tablets now. And it's just so much more a part of our life. And we know the cumulative effect of all that radiation isn't good. And there's been more and more research done. You can actually YouTube electrosmog and this radiation, and you're going to see some pretty powerful videos on what this does to the body over time. So we have what's called the all-in pack, where you can then add BioZen if that product really speaks to you, and then add it to either the family pack or the premium pack you get 30 and with 8 for free in that pack. Okay, there is one other piece to this called the loyalty membership. So this is basically our auto ship program. Okay, it helps you keep your sales volume week after week. You get 5 of our upgraded apps. So we have a $12 app upgrade where people that want that cloud storage and be able to hold their data over time, you get that for free on 5 devices with the loyalty program. And the loyalty is $59 per month. You also get a protection plan for your devices. So if you should break your phone, break your Hilo, anything like that, no questions asked, you can turn them in to a year and get those replaced. We have 75 points. These last 2, number 5 and 6, are what really just kind of blew my mind. So you pay in $59, you get all this stuff, but you also get 75 points, which are the equivalent to dollars, into your back office account. So now you have money to buy the phone when it comes out, the next generation Hilos, more BioZen, whatever it is that you want to use those points for, you can buy in your back office. And you get an extra 1% commission. So we pay out 20% team volume commission every week. You also now get 21% when you're on loyalty. They just take that 1% and put it in something called your money box, which is like a savings account in your back office, and they pay it out to you after 12 months. So extremely great value. You can have a technology business. You can help launch a technology business across the world for an annual overhead of $708. It's totally unheard of. And just the value of the loyalty is over $1,400 plus the extra 1% commission you're going to get. So I have customers that choose to get on loyalty even though they don't have to because they're not doing the business. They want this incredible value. And again, like I said, this is our auto ship program. So every month this brings 30 sales volume into your organization. You get the fast start again every month, and that just continues to grow and will be truly residual income for you. So what we have here is this perfect storm of opportunity. Again, the 5 points, we have an extremely relevant product in an industry that's going to grow $20 billion in the next 2.5 years. We are first to market, so we have absolutely no competition. And we have a partnership with Toshiba. You know that $54 billion company? They have a lot more skin in this game to lose. And I always say if it was good enough for their lawyers, it's good enough for me. And we have a ridiculously lucrative compensation plan with this awesome leadership. Okay, so we're gonna ask you guys to think of one thing as we're wrapping this up here. If you can get back to the person that invited you to this call. These guys they're just launching their businesses right now, and they have the top 10 positions in their organization available. And with how this compensation plan works, everybody that comes in first, anybody that comes in after that, you get to earn off the volume that. So timing and absolutely matters here. So if you could let them know one of three things, okay? Just send them a quick text message so they know kind of where you're at. If you're C, maybe it's decided it's not for you, do them a favor, and if there's anybody in your life that you know that really could use an opportunity or is always looking for kind of a new business venture, give them that referral and send them their contact information. Or if you're B, you're interested, you see that this is really going places, but you just maybe have some questions. Just let them know, hey, I'm a B, let us know when we can set up a time to chat. Or maybe you're an A and you see the vision, you see where this is going, and you just need to help pick what pack you're going to come in with. Let them know that, and it'll be kind of a first come, first serve sort of thing. So as they message you, they'll get you enrolled and get you in their top positions of their organization. So I thank you guys for coming on with us tonight. And my name is Leah Melquist. I've been with World Global Network since February. It's been an incredible experience, and I look forward to working with many of you soon. Thanks, guys.